Hey, what's up, my friend? So I make predictions about world events we might see unfold in the news and around the world. Early February, I made this prediction involving controversial texts coming from within the Trump administration. I really thought we could see a possible incident of possibly some controversial text being made public, possibly within the political sphere. This could be, kind of a controversial opinion, criticizing someone. This could come from someone within the current administration, the Trump administration. Now this also could possibly be connected to someone outside of the administration. So you can see in that video, I made that prediction there. You see the dates when I uploaded that. You can check the validity there. Again, it was in early February, just the other day, about a month after I made that prediction. Now this has occurred, is really picked up on the international news and going viral. Very controversial texts have been leaked within the Trump administration involving two very high-level individuals, the vice president himself, as well as the Secretary of Defense. They were discussing war plans in the Middle East, very high-level national security conversation, and that was leaked and sent directly to a journalist, which very understandably has been quite controversial. There's an investigation and Senate hearing now. But all of this occurs nearly, almost exactly a month after I made that initial prediction. And this isn't the only prediction I've made recently. I also made this prediction involving the Supreme Court. But in general, just kind of on my radar, we could also see another kind of significant incident, pertaining to the Supreme Court and the ongoing kind of politics and geopolitics we're seeing. But in general, that's all I have for this one, my friends. Again, you can see the date when I uploaded that. This was just, I believe, 3 or 4 days later, the Chief Justice Roberts, one of the highest ranked judges on the Supreme Court, issued a very rare rebuke of the president over disagreements of how to handle disagreements of other judges within various courts. And then early in February, I made this prediction of a possible high-profile kidnapping or missing persons case. I feel like we could see some type of incident or news story involving possibly a kidnapping, possibly some type of high-profile kidnapping, or someone disappearing, someone, famous person, someone with name recognition, or just maybe not famous persons, but a story that really kind of just captures a lot of attention. And again, about a month after I made that prediction, this occurred. A young woman has now gone missing while vacationing in the Dominican Republic, really garnering a lot of international attention. An incredibly tragic situation. Please, my friends, please keep this young woman and her family in your prayers. And last one, bit of a wild one, December 2024, I made this prediction involving a significant volcanic eruption in Guatemala. Thought it was picking up a possible significant natural disaster, possibly volcanic and or tectonic activity occurring in South America, specifically Guatemala. I believe there are 3 that are the most active. I believe the Fuego is the name of one. Can't quite recall the name of the other 2. So on the off chance I am tapping into something real, just be safe, my friends. Have a natural disaster plan. Know the warning signs. Take any warnings seriously. Again, you can see those dates. About 2 months or so after I made that prediction, this occurred. You can see there, this was a pretty intense volcanic eruption that occurred in Guatemala. Nearly 30,000 people were given evacuation orders or told they possibly may have to evacuate. And this actually occurred from Mount Fuego, which I mentioned in that initial prediction video. Now, to be fair, Mount Fuego is one of the most active volcanoes in the world, but this is the first significant eruption since 2023. And this comes just about 6 or 8 weeks after I made that initial prediction. Again, those are a few predictions I've made so far in 2025. If you like this kind of content, intuition, predictions, feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps out this little channel of mine. It helps me get these intuitive warnings out to more people. But as always, thank you, my friends, for listening. Be safe, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.